Right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As the father of a bride, it is my great pleasure to welcome you here today at this lovely setting at Turnberry to celebrate the marriage of our daughter Laura to Bill. We are grateful for all of you for coming to be part of this special occasion, especially those who have travelled to be here. At this point, I'd like to make a special mention of Bill's mother and father, Leslie and Trevor, who, because of ill health, are unable to join us for this part of the ceremony. But I'm sure Bill was over the moon that his dad did actually make it to the ceremony today.
Yeah.
Well, I believe it was a day-to-day decision. So,
Thank you.
Laura is the youngest of our three lovely daughters, and like her elder sister Rachel, hasn't exactly rushed into becoming a married woman. In fact, it was only just over a year ago I was on my feet delivering a father of the bride speech at Rachel's wedding. I'm sure there's method in their madness, knowing that at my age I would struggle to remember any of the amusing or possibly embarrassing stories a father may tell at this occasion. But Laura, you never know. I could mention the purse and the party at Drayton.
Oh, God. That's not busted.
In her younger years, she was very active with dancing and then ice skating, a sport she was very good at, even winning medals. She was also musical, starting with the recorder and moving on to the flute, becoming quite an accomplished player. I must say, Laura, you do look beautiful, stunning today, but I think you will all agree, but beauty is only one of her attributes. She's also independent, can be forthright, that's father talk for argumentative, but is confident and hard-working. As soon as she could at 16 years old, she got herself a job at the local co-op. Within a few months, she was often given the keys by the manager to open up the store at 6 a.m. in the morning and sometimes a lock-up at the end of the day. I'm sure that wouldn't happen in today's world. During this period, Laura was also at college studying drama and media studies. But like most students, drama is a qualification, of course, they keep purely for their personal life. Unfortunately, for us, she didn't become an A-list movie star, but found employment in the insurance industry, working for Zurich, Groupama and Ageas for a number of years. During her early 20s, she made a couple of attempts to go out into the big wide world, moving into rented accommodation with friends. We used to think she was on elastic because she always came rebounding back. Now having two children of her own, Laura's next career was becoming a teaching assistant, a job I know she'd loved, but eventually had to give up because of deteriorating health. So she has become a daughter we are proud of, and I'm sure Will will be equally proud to call his wife. She has also blessed us with 4 beautiful grandchildren, Ethan, Finley, Penny Rose and Ewan. At this point, I must confess, I did have a bit part in Laura and Bill getting together. I was the taxi driver, and if required, the getaway driver for Laura at their first meeting at the Chairmakers in World's End. Her instructions were, wait outside for 5 minutes with the engine running in case I need to make a quick exit.
Really?
It was for everyone that I was dating at the time. But
Everyone. Everyone.
He didn't come out, it went well, and the rest is history, and that's why we're here today.
And Lynn babysat.
I mentioned previously, unfortunately, Laura suffered from some debilitating health problems over the last few years, and we greatly admire and appreciate the way Bill has stood by her and cared for her. Her rock, Laura calls him. He certainly has been. So we are more than happy to welcome him into our family and become our second official son-in-law. Anyway, as I'm only the support act for the more important speeches to follow, as it is custom, I'll finish with a few wise words for Bill.
There we go.
You will find the most effective way to get this date for this wedding anniversary etched into your brain is to forget one, right? And remember, marriage is a union in which, in some circumstances, only one person can be right. Guess what? It won't be you.
It's not going to be me.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my very great pleasure to propose the first toast to the happy couple. Laura and Bill, here's to a long and wonderful life together. To Laura and Bill. Oh, right.
Now my turn.
Well, I had to read mine.
Well, after Dan or before Dan?
Hey, no, I'm before down. Yeah, before down. I've got the lovely little fluffy microphone. Right. On behalf of my beautiful wife and I would like to thank you all for joining us on our special day. I can't imagine a better way to start my married life than with all our favourite people around us. It would have been a lot cheaper, but far less more memorable. Right. Rubbish jokes aside, we're both so lucky to have the people who mean the most to us with us celebrating today. Events like this don't just happen. They take months and months of careful consideration, meticulous planning, blood, sweat and tears, and that was me just deciding on what socks and pants combo I was going to wear today. Seriously. Laura, my wife, has put her absolute all into planning our wedding day. Not just for us, but for all our guests too. The effort you have made is truly astonishing, and from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. I'd like to thank Colin and Wendy for helping us make our dream day a reality. Without your help, we wouldn't have been able to secure such a lovely setting for our wedding. So again, from both of us, thank you. The bridesmaids, can't forget the bridesmaids, dotted all over the place. Thank you so much. Beautiful, everyone can agree. Lovely bunch. You guys have helped us in more ways than you actually know. Frantic late nights, making things for the wedding, lifts, picking up random things that Laura's decided at the stroke of midnight.
In a marketplace.
Yeah, that she's had some random vision for. So, thank you guys. Yeah. Also, thank you for organising the Hend weekend away and help with the hotels. So, a special thank you to Becky for that. Where's Becky? She's over there. Thank you so much for last night. Thank you. Penny, our beautiful little flower girl. Don't you look gorgeous? Yes. Yes, you do. You're a fantastic flower girl. And the groomsmen? Handsome bunch, aren't they? Well done, guys. Thank you so much. Special thanks to Dan for stepping up for the mark and pulling out all the stops and not losing the rings.
Yeah.
Thank you. Cheers for that. Thank you for that. And lastly, but most certainly not least, my beautiful bride, Laura. Ever since that first message 7 years ago, I knew you were someone very special. Our first date in the Chairmakers, like Colin said, you took my breath away. The very first time we met. Our second date at the Bird in Hand, where I knew I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. I just couldn't believe how lucky I was that she wanted a third date. Then our fourth date, where I took you out for our first meal in Port Solent. Standing with bated breath on the boardwalk, pacing up and down. I couldn't wait to see this beautiful woman again. I've been so excited all week. Then I received a phone call. Laura's asking where I was. Very confused, I said at the entrance, where we agreed to meet. Where are you? At the top of the escalators, she replied. There are no escalators in Port Solent. I'm not in Port Solent, I'm in Gunwharf. There you go. It was that moment I knew I loved Laura, as I've never driven so fast to meet anyone ever before. And I was starving. Laura, you look absolutely breathtaking. You really do. You're beautiful. You are the angel that found me when I was lost. You were stuck by my side through the darkest and happiest of days. Love me no matter how much I know you. You know me, but I know you most. You've given me 2 beautiful children and 2 remarkable sons. You can light any room with that big, beautiful eyes and gorgeous smile of yours. The size of your heart has no end, and the love you can give has never been matched. And lastly, your great taste in men. I'd like to propose a toast to my best friend and my soulmate, and now my wife, Laura.
Oh, oh.
To Laura.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm not gonna drink any more of that.
Now the rubbish speech is over. Over to the good one. We got Dan.
Oh, thank you.
So, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to keep my speech short and sweet. I did try to write some things down and plan it all out, but it just didn't really work. And so I actually got as far as writing "be funny" on my script. So that is basically as far as I've got. So I'm just going to do it from the heart. Laura, what you've done today is amazing. The personal touches you've put into everything, the little gifts on the table, all of the touches throughout the whole wedding has been truly amazing. And, you know, who would have thought, like, a like on Plenty of Fish 7 years ago would have really got us here today. Do you know what I mean? I never thought those dating apps worked. I prefer the direct approach. So if there are any single ladies, I am Dan. I'll be at the bar later. I drink Foster's if you're buying. So, but yeah, all jokes aside, it's been a fantastic day, and you've got a fantastic life ahead of you guys. Now, I mean, you have thanked a lot of the people already, but I like to drink, so I want to toast to the bridesmaids.
Yes.
To the bridesmaids.
To the bridesmaids.
And while we've got a drink in our hands, to the groomsmen.
Yes. Yes, their face.
But most importantly, well, I forgot the family. Let's say the family. The family, yeah. But then, most importantly, to the people of the hour, Mr. and Mrs. Baker.
Yeah.
Please raise your glasses.
Take another sip.
You got to sit. And over to the best woman of the night.
Well, let's be honest. We all know that I'm actually his best man, really. Okay. So again, everyone, thank you for coming. So I just got, for those of you that don't know, the story of how me and Bill started. We did make a wish on Plenty of Fish, and now we can't be parted. Just look at the music. My own chat. Because it's in no.
Technology, mate. Pen and paper's a lot easier, Laura.
Yeah. Wing it.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yay.
Technical faux pas. I came out of it.
On with the
Right,
show.
let's start that again. Oh, thanks. What's that? Okay.
Right.
Just keep speaking.
For those of you who do not know how we started, we made a wish on Plenty of Fish, and now we can't be parted. From the first kiss, he made me weak in the knees, and everyone knows I'm quite hard to please. We both said we would take things steady, as our relationships were new to us both again, and we had to make sure we were ready. We moved in together, and our families blended, and our life really did become quite splendid. I've done it
Done
again.
it again.
There you go. There you go. Our lives have thrown us many challenges, but together we stayed strong and remembered where our passion is. We welcomed 2 beautiful babies into our family of our own, and the love we have found has been shown. The love as a family we now have is like no other, and we're definitely happier when we're with one another. I just want to thank Bill, honestly, for coming into my life and completely showing me what a proper relationship should be and how a man should be. The care this man gives me is like no other. And I will be forever grateful for what he does for me daily is unreal. So thank you everyone for coming, but mainly thank you to this man. He is my rock next to me, Mr. Bill Baker, my husband. Thank you, thank you.
It's all right. Stop there.
Everybody, now festival bands on, festival lanyards on, and we just want to have a good time. Thank you.
Woo!
Yeah, yeah.
Well done, guys.
Thank you. Wow.
Can I have a tie back though?
Yeah, I dropped it.
Careful, 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 careful.
There you go. Don't sit down because you've moved your chair back as well.
Yeah.
Yes, you get your house back. Yay! Right, oh my God.
Well done, guys. Well done. Smashed it. Smashed it.